Hey y'all, Jamie here. Proud 55-year-old trans woman from New Orleans. So, where last I left off, I had cheated on my husband Mickey. And I had I just did it, and I felt really guilty for it even though he had cheated on me already. Two wrongs don't make a right. I felt guilty, and I thought I would make it up to him by getting all dressed up in a sexy corset and thigh-high stockings and garters and the whole 9 yards. And we're having sex, and I am having a real big problem reaching my own big O, okay? And Mickey noticed, and he asked me, "Would you like me to help with that?" Now, y'all, I had really severe bottom dysphoria. I did not like what I was born with down there at all. Did not like it at all. Really didn't want anyone touching it, but I knew to make money. Like, I knew, look, when they want a trans woman, they're not looking for a post op trans woman, honey. They want that pre op, okay? They want it pre op, okay? And so I knew all of this, but that's not what I wanted. Not for my personal relationship. And so I told him no. And it set the tone and it set the boundaries for what our sex life was able to be. I could not give him everything he wanted, and I knew that. But I didn't sell myself short with Mickey. I laid it out there for how I was, who I was, what I liked, what I needed. And, look, did I get off that night? No, I didn't. That kind of, look, even when he just offered, it ruined the mood. Totally ruined it, killed it. That was done deal. Um, But around this time, listen, Halloween had passed. One of my best friends, Bobby Joe's birthday had passed, and I had made her a big dinner there above Big Daddy's. And my mother and I had been in touch since I had moved to Hollywood like a year before. Her and I had been in constant contact. Well, not constant, but we had been in regular contact. And my mother had moved back to Louisiana. So she was living outside of New Orleans in a little town called Harahan. Well, listen, my mother tells me one day, "I think that you and Mickey ought to come move in with me and help me pay my bills here, and that'll help me out and it'll help both of y'all out. You can get your feet, get settled and get situated and get on your feet, and it would help her cover her bills in the process." Boy, I should have known better. I really should have known better. But, I said, "Okay." I said, "Sure, Mama. We'll come move in with you, sure." And Mickey was welcome. We had a little dog, a little Cocker Spaniel puppy we had bought. That was the dumbest dog ever. I love dogs, but this dog was the dumbest dog ever born on earth. Just dumb. And it liked it liked eating cat poop because I had two cats, and it liked eating the cat poop, and it wouldn't learn how to go on its little training papers or on walks or anything. Like, it just was just, oh, it was stubborn. It was really stubborn. And my mother, I knew my mother liked dogs, but I tried to warn her. She was like, "No, no, no, bring the puppy, bring the puppy. Don't be silly, bring the puppy." So I brought the puppy, and we're moving in. Red flag number one. My mother, now she thinks she's being nice because she called me she, which frankly, at that particular point in time, she still slipped half the time, with the other way. But she said, "Mickey, why don't you get her to get off of her ass and get her to help you carry this shit inside?" Red flag number one. I looked at my mother and I said, "Mama, I'm going to tell you this one time. He is my husband. I'm his wife. I'm the bitch in this world. He's the man. Let me get this. I got this. Don't fuck with what I got going on." My mother was like, "Well, excuse me." And I mean, listen, I am not that manual labor girl. I am not into heavy lifting, tote that bale, lift that barge, tote that bale. I'm not that bitch. The old gray mare is not that one. So, yeah, that was red flag number one. Then my mother started bitching about Mickey. And why didn't Mickey have a better career? Why didn't Mickey do this? Why didn't Mickey do that? And what was up with Mickey doing this? And what was up with Mickey doing that? And within 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, she gave me an ultimatum that he had to go. And if I needed a place to stay, I was welcome to stay, but he had to go. Both of us didn't have a place to go. And Mickey said he would leave. And I let him. I was probably wrong for that. You know, if we were really in a committed relationship, then yes, I was wrong for that. But, you know, our relationship was, it was, it was new and raw and tricky. And I don't know. I was trying to patch things up with my mom, really. And he left. He left. He stayed in touch. She didn't know that because she told me, as long as you stay with that man, you will never amount to anything in this world. You pick, as long as you have to be with a man, pick a man that can fucking do something for you in this world, not some deadbeat son of a bitch that's going to be a weight around your neck. So that told me how she felt about my husband. And she, you know, he was gone. Her and I, she tried to, red flag number 2. She tells me, if I ever hug you and I feel tits pressed against me, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And I said, oh, no, you're not. You're really, really not. And then she came home on the 3rd week of me being there and went off about fucking crumbs on the counter from the toaster from making a sandwich. And there was like 3 little crumbs on the counter. And she went off and treated me like I was 6 years old again. And it was time to have a coming to Jesus moment with Mama. And if y'all want to know how that moment went down, the big showdown, y'all know the routine. Be here tomorrow and I will too. I love you all. I love you all for watching. And I love you for the comments. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.